Hello.
Hi, welcome to That's English.
Home working. The end of 9 to 5 office hours? Working from home has become very popular nowadays. However, it has good points and bad points. Here we talk to some home workers who tell us what they like and don't like about home working. Phil Shaw.
I've worked from home since I started my new job last year. Friends have asked me if I feel isolated, but I haven't felt lonely because we have online meetings every day and I have been to the pub with a few colleagues. In summer, the company is going to have a big picnic in the park.
Ed Meek.
There are some things I don't like about home working. I don't like using my own electricity, for example, and I think the company should pay some of my bills. I've written to my boss, but she hasn't replied. Also, the chair I use has given me a bad back. However, I enjoy going to the shops during the day when there aren't so many people.
Samantha Shenton. Home working is perfect for me because I use a wheelchair. So now I don't spend hours on public transport. I have a busy work timetable and 2 children, so my work has become more organized now. Colleagues have visited for coffee meetings, and we've chatted about everything, not just work. Caroline West. I have started to work from home 3 days a week. And I love it. I needed to save money, and now I save £30 a week. I have spent this extra money on a new bike, and I plan to redecorate my flat. I feel more relaxed, and Diva and Susie, my dogs, are happy because they have more walks.
1. My name's Victor Fleery. I'm 25 years old and I'm applying for a job as a primary school teacher. I started working with children when I was 16. I was a summer camp monitor and I took younger children on trips and visits. I moved to London 5 years ago. That's when I began to train as a teacher in schools. I've never wanted to do another job. I started studying for my teaching degree at university 3 years ago, and I finished this summer. 2.
I'm Julia Stanley, and I want to work in a restaurant kitchen as a chef. I began cooking when I was about 8 years old. I've always loved it. I moved to London 3 years ago, and I started to train as a chef 1 year later. I got a part-time job as a chef in a hotel kitchen in January. I've also done a degree in hotel and catering management, so I've had a lot of experience. I began applying for jobs a month ago, but this is the best job I've seen. My name's Kim Yi-Foon, and I work as a producer for a TV company. My mum's from Edinburgh, and my dad's from Hong Kong. I'm British, but I was born in Hong Kong in 1982. My family went to live near Edinburgh in 1991, but I've recently moved to London. I was at school in Edinburgh, and then I started studying for a degree in film studies at Manchester University in 2003. I left university in 2006. I started working for BBC Scotland in 2008. I was a production assistant. I did that for 1 year, and then I began working as a researcher. I worked as a researcher for 2 years, and then I became a production manager. I had that job for 3 years, and then I took time off work to travel around the world and learn languages. Now I speak Spanish, French and Chinese. I can drive. My dad has a farm, so I started to drive a car when I was about 10 years old, but I passed my test when I was 17. My interests are photography and salsa dancing. I also began doing Zumba fitness classes last month.
1. Martin.
I've only had this job for a couple of months, and I've already decided that working from home is brilliant. I've got 4 people working for me, and I can be flexible with my hours. I've worked in big offices since I got my degree in industrial design, and I wanted a change. I love it.
2. Carol. Every day is different in my job. I've already been in 3 different places today, and I haven't finished work yet. I'm my own boss, and I've got a van for all the cleaning equipment. 3. Chris.
I love my job, and I love riding my motorbike to different places. This week, I've already visited France, Scotland, and London. I've worked for this company for 18 months, since I left school, actually. I haven't been to Spain yet, but a client from Saragossa called yesterday, so I'm going to ask the boss about that job.
4. Amanda. I'm 23, and I work about 9 hours a day, but I usually work in the evenings and at night. I'm still learning about the job, so I haven't earned much money yet, but I think I'm good on the telephone. I enjoy talking to people.
Interview 1.
Thank you for coming in, Mr. Kenway. Now, have you worked in a big office like this before?
Yes, I've already had some office experience. I've worked in computing for about 6 years. I worked for ukhousebuyer.com for 6 years, and I've worked for a few different companies since then.
Have you ever worked for a telesales company?
Not yet. I've been interested in computers for a long time. I know you want a computing graduate, and I did a mathematics degree, but I've done a number of computer courses since I left university.
So, what other skills can you offer us as a computing manager?
I'm good with people. I'm flexible about my working hours. I don't mind working weekends and evenings.
Well, that's good. Do you have any questions?
Well, yes. What is the salary?
Oh, haven't we told you that yet? Sorry. It's £24,000 per year.
Ooh, what a shame. This is a great job, but another company have already offered me £28,000 a year. Interview 2.
Mrs. Ledesma, please tell us about your qualifications and experience. Well, as you can see from my CV, I've worked with computers since I left school 10 years ago. And for the last 2 years, I've worked as a computing manager. I did my computing degree when I worked for a design company, and I've already worked with the software you use here at Telemarket. May I ask you what your current salary is? And also what other skills and experience do you have? My salary is £22,000. I think I'm energetic and dynamic, and I like working with people. Can you work evenings and weekends? I can work some weekends, but evenings are difficult for me. I've got 2 young children. That's a pity. We really need someone to work evenings and weekends.
Are you aged over 21 and good with people? Dean's Taxis are looking for careful drivers. Have you already driven a taxi or worked as a delivery driver? Dean's Taxis want you. Have you had a driving licence for more than 2 years? Call Dean's Taxis and ask about our exciting job opportunities. We offer flexible working hours, but some evenings and weekends are essential. Don't worry if you're a nervous driver. Dean's Taxis offer full driver training.
I was a nervous driver, and then I started driving for Dean's Taxis 3 months ago. I've already earned over £3,000.
I've driven a Dean's taxi since last year. I work in a restaurant during the day and earn extra money in the evenings.
Call Dean's Taxis now and start to earn more money.